Once upon a time in a small town, there was a boy who loved rockets. His name was A. He was not like other kids his age. He was very smart and curious about everything around him. While other kids were playing with toy cars or video games, he was reading books about space and building model rockets. One day, while exploring his attic, he found an old telescope that had been collecting dust for years. With a mix of excitement and anticipation, he started observing the night sky. That's when he saw it, a bright object streaking across the darkness. It was a shooting star, and from that moment on, he was fascinated by space and everything related to it. He liked learning about science and technology, especially when it came to rockets and space travel. He would spend hours poring over books and magazines, studying the intricate details of these machines and learning about the latest advancements in space exploration. His passion for learning was evident to everyone who knew him. His teachers often praised him for his inquisitive nature and his eagerness to learn, and his parents were proud of how bright and curious their son was. As he grew older, his love for rockets only grew stronger. He would spend his free time building model rockets and launching them into the sky, each launch bringing him one step closer to his dream of becoming an astronaut. His friends often joined him in his hobby, and they would spend entire days at the local park launching rockets and dreaming of the far reaches of space. Then one day, he got a friend named B. Unlike most of his peers who were more interested in earthly pursuits, B shared a similar fascination with space and rockets. This unexpected common ground sparked a deep friendship between the two boys who bonded over their shared love of all things celestial. Together, they would spend hours poring over books and magazines about space travel, discussing the latest discoveries and advancements in rocket technology. Their friendship blossomed, fueled by their mutual admiration and respect for each other's intelligence and curiosity. And one day, while exploring the dusty shelves of a second-hand bookstore, they stumbled upon an old, leather-bound book on astronomy. The moment they opened it, they knew they had something special in their hands. The book was filled with detailed illustrations and fascinating descriptions of the planets, stars, and galaxies that lay beyond our world. It was like a window into the infinite wonders of the universe. The boys were so captivated by the book that they decided to make it their own. They shared the book between them, each taking it home for a week at a time. As they read through the pages, they discussed the mysteries of the cosmos and dreamed of the day when they might explore it themselves. The book became a symbol of their friendship and their shared passion for space. And every time they looked up at the night sky, they felt a sense of wonder and possibility. And as the years went by, their friendship only grew stronger. They continued to share their love of space and their dreams for the future, always encouraging each other to reach for the stars. Together, they built model rockets and launched them into the sky, each launch bringing them one step closer to their dream of traveling to Mars. They knew that their dream was ambitious, but they were determined to make it happen. One day, he told his father about his dream of going to Mars. His father was a scientist who worked for NASA and had helped design some of the most advanced rockets ever built. At first, he was a little skeptical. He knew how dangerous and challenging space travel was, and he didn't want his son to get hurt. But he also knew how passionate A was about space exploration. So he decided to support his son's dream in any way he could. He started by taking it to space-related events and exhibitions, where he could learn more about the latest advancements in rocket technology and space travel. He also encouraged A to study hard and focus on his education, knowing that his son would need all the knowledge he could get if he wanted to become an astronaut. And most importantly, he shared his own passion for space exploration with his son, telling him stories about the rockets he had helped design and the amazing people he had met along the way. Years passed, and A grew up to be an intelligent, driven young man. He excelled in school, earning a scholarship to study aerospace engineering at a prestigious university. During his studies, he met many like-minded people who shared his passion for space exploration. He made lifelong friends and learned from some of the brightest minds in the field. After graduating, he applied to NASA's astronaut program and was accepted. He began training immediately, learning everything he needed to know about operating rockets and spacecraft. He also trained in zero-gravity simulations and learned how to perform experiments in space. Throughout his training, he never forgot the support his father had given him over the years. He knew that without his father's encouragement and guidance, he wouldn't have been able to achieve his dream. Meanwhile, B also followed his passion for space. He studied astrophysics and became a researcher at a major observatory. Although their paths had diverged, their friendship remained strong. They continued to encourage each other in their pursuits and dreamed of the day when they might work together on a space-related project. Finally, after years of training and preparation, the day arrived. A was selected as part of a 4-person crew to take part in a historic mission to Mars. The mission was designed to study the planet, its atmosphere and geology, and search for signs of ancient life. A was responsible for operating the spacecraft's robotic arm and conducting experiments in zero gravity. As the rocket lifted off from the launch pad, I couldn't help but think of all the years of hard work and dedication that had led up to this moment. He remembered the countless hours he had spent poring over books and launching model rockets with B, and he knew that none of it would have been possible without their shared passion for space exploration. Once in orbit, the crew of 4 went into zero-gravity simulations to test their teamwork and coordination. To their surprise, they discovered that working in zero gravity was even more fun than they had imagined. They floated around the spacecraft, conducting experiments and taking in the breathtaking views of the planet below. When they finally landed on Mars, it was a moment of pure excitement and triumph. I couldn't believe that he was actually standing on the surface of the red planet, knowing that he was part of a select group of humans who had ever set foot there. Over the next few weeks, the crew conducted experiments, collected samples, and explored the surrounding area. A was amazed by the beauty of the Martian landscape and the endless possibilities for discovery. As the mission drew to a close, A knew that he was leaving a part of himself behind on Mars, but he also knew that he was bringing back invaluable knowledge that would help humanity understand our place in the universe. Back on Earth, B and the rest of A's family and friends eagerly awaited their return. They had watched the landing on TV and were overjoyed to see the crew safe and sound. When A finally returned home, he was greeted by a hero's welcome. He had made history and proven that humans really could explore the farthest reaches of space. In the years since his return from Mars, A has continued to work with NASA, training new astronauts and planning future missions. He has traveled to other planets and moons in our solar system and has discovered many new and exciting things about our universe. Through it all, he has never forgotten his best friend B and the role that B's friendship played in helping him achieve his dreams. One day, he hopes to work with B again on a space-related project, and together they will continue to explore the mysteries of the cosmos. And that is the story of a boy who loved rockets and how his dream came true. The end.